Silent Hill, a franchise I hold near and dear to my heart, one I always find myself coming back to, whether it's to listen to the great soundtracks for the games, to admire the beauty of the atmosphere of each game, or to simply replay the games. A franchise that revolutionized horror in gaming and horror in general, Silent Hill 1 is the game that started it all. A game about a man named Harry Mason who goes to the supernatural town of Silent Hill to search for his missing daughter. Releasing in 1999, the game slowly but surely gained a lot of recognition for its great story and great atmosphere. The game spawned many sequels and spin-offs, and even a film adaptation in 2006. The film was based off the first game, but really the two are separate stories that share character names and setting only. The director, Christopher Gans, was a huge fan of the games and reached out to Konami himself for the adaptation of the game. Overall, the film isn't bad, but it certainly isn't some great film either. It's a decent film, but in my opinion, it struggles to live up to the great game that is Silent Hill 1. The film saw a sequel in 2012 with Silent Hill Revelation, a film that very loosely adapts Silent Hill 3, but in general, it's its own story. The film was not directed by Christopher Gans, and is not a good film in my opinion. I'm not going to go into deep reviews of the films in this video, but the films are decent for the most part. They just don't really live up to the games in my opinion. The tones are usually off, and the characters they adapt from the games are just not really the same at all. Some of them obviously are. I think some characters are just ripped straight out of the game, but for the most part, they're separate characters and separate stories. Since the release of Silent Hill Revelation in 2012, not much of any news came from the Silent Hill franchise in general. New games weren't being made after Silent Hill Downpour and Silent Hill Book of Memories, and no new movies were either. Well, there was PT, but that's a whole thing that I'm not going to get into yet. This could be a fun video though for later. In 2022, Konami hosted a Silent Hill event in which they revealed many new projects from the franchise, including a Silent Hill 2 remake, Silent Hill F, a new game for the franchise, and a new film, Return to Silent Hill, a film that looked to adapt Silent Hill 2. With Christopher Gans back to direct, I personally, being a huge fan of Silent Hill 2, kept a close eye on this project. From every new possible set photo to new castings, I paid attention to this film, as I was not only excited but also skeptical, as any fan should ever be about any new project from a franchise they enjoy. The cast was slowly revealed: Jeremy Irvine as James Sunderland, Hannah Emily Anderson as Mary/Maria, and Evie Templeton as Laura. And it wasn't until August 2025 that we got our first teaser of the film. Me personally, whenever it comes to video game adaptations, I always try to reserve my judgment as much as I can till we get a first teaser or first trailer. And even then, I don't try to let my feelings over said teaser/trailer ruin my hype or immediately make me hate the project. Once the film or TV series is out, that's when I can shit on it or praise it, usually a bit of both. And right now with this new Silent Hill film, I'm really trying my hardest to not shit on it right now. That's only because these recent trailers have shown me that, unfortunately, at least from what I can pick up, the tone is completely different. The trailers almost make it out to be an action-packed horror story, when in reality Silent Hill really isn't action-packed at all. It's so much more than a generic action-packed horror film, which is what the film, at least from what I can pick up, is trying to portray. And Silent Hill 2 especially is way more than a generic horror story. In this video, I won't get deep into the story if you for some reason don't know it, but I will give a general idea for you. Silent Hill 2 at its core is a story about the town itself and the people who are unfortunate enough to travel into this town. James, the lead character, goes into Silent Hill because of a letter from his dead wife, a letter in which she tells him to come to Silent Hill. James, knowing his wife is dead, goes to Silent Hill to see if she really is there. He comes across others who are also in the town. People like Angela, who is there to search for her mother, her father, and brother. Eddie is in Silent Hill because he has nowhere else to go. And Laura, a young girl who James meets, is in the town because of Mary also. All of these characters besides Laura share one common reason for being here: the guilt of their past and or the trauma that comes from their pasts. Without getting into too much detail, each of them see their own version of Silent Hill. While James sees the Silent Hill that we see in the video game with monsters and such, Angela, Eddie, and Laura all see a different Silent Hill depending on their past. The story is a psychologically heavy one that deals with many subjects like guilt and the struggle to accept and or deny your actions, and how you deal with accepting or denying your past actions, and where they have led you. Well, obviously I have no idea if the movie will follow these ideas just yet. From the trailers alone, I can gather that they are focusing on it being more a generic horror tale rather than one that tackles so much just as the game did. I'm not an idiot, and I know that they won't be able to cram all of Silent Hill 2's great and deep storytelling into 2-hour runtime. That would not be possible at all, and if they did try it, it would be a disaster. Me personally, I think that Silent Hill 2 doesn't really need a film adaptation, but I'm not one to knock the idea at all. I am more than okay with an adaptation, but I do think that it would work better as a limited series rather than a movie. The limited series, you could easily build a suspense and story while fleshing out the characters a lot, and the games do just that. Though the games might feel slow and drawn out at times, Silent Hill 2, in my opinion, is a game that perfects building suspense. The music is eerie and loud at times. The atmosphere always has you on the edge of your seat, waiting for any scare that might come. Well, if this was any other horror game, you would assume that the moment you walk into a building that's dark and eerie, you are bound to get jump scared or attacked. Silent Hill does the opposite. Instead of relying on cheap jump scares, the game forces you to keep waiting for that moment. The movie for the trailers doesn't seem to be doing that, and again, I know it's a 2-hour runtime film. I don't expect it to be as drawn out and well done as a game, but I just don't see the point of making a film adaptation on a game like this, a game that needs a long hours and care to build a great story. I'm trying to remain as happy and excited as I can, don't get me wrong. I will still be watching the film and probably review it, but I don't have the highest hopes. Anyways, I've talked too much now. That's really all I wanted out of this video, so thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so that was supposed to be the end of the video, but I decided to wait a little bit before uploading it or before finishing up the video because I knew the reviews were close and I just wanted to kind of take a quick look at them and discuss them with you, because I usually don't trust reviews because I think that reviews and reviewers are usually not the right audience that the films that the films try to bring in, or that the video games try to bring in, or whatever. Reviews are usually these like stuck up pricks, right? They're assholes. They're like people who watch those indie French films and then pretend that they're the best films ever, when in reality indie French films are just fine. Or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch much indie French films or anything. I don't know why I'm going on this little French film rant, whatever. I'm probably gonna cut this out. So yeah, I wanted to look at the reviews. I usually look at reviews for stuff, but I don't ever really trust the reviews because, in my opinion, reviewers and reviews are just never accurate, or just not what I personally think is accurate, or what I end up watching. And this is looking fucking horrible though. IMDb a 5.8 out of 10, bro. Jesus, I mean, that's with 203 reviews so far. Rotten Tomatoes at a 6% with 18 reviews, and the highest review I saw on Rotten Tomatoes was like 2 5s out of 10, and that's not that good. And I also saw that somebody on one of the Rotten Tomatoes has said something exactly like what I said in the rant or whatever in the video, that they wouldn't get the tones right, they wouldn't get the themes right, and that's exactly what someone in the review said, that they kind of took away a lot of what made Silent Hill 2 the game special. Yeah, this review right here from Justin Clark, he says that Silent Hill 2, that Gans, the director, does away with all the psychosexual nuance in Silent Hill 2. I mean, again, I don't trust reviews that much. I'm not gonna take these reviewers as the final word. I will be watching the film. It comes out tomorrow. I won't be watching it tomorrow, but when I do end up watching it, I will review it and let you know what I think. I mean, it's IGN. IGN gave it a 5 out of 10, but I don't ever really trust IGN. Anyways, I just wanted to rant about that. That's about it. That's the actual end of the video now. Thank you for watching, and I love you, and I hope you stay tuned. I plan on definitely making a review for the film when I end up watching it, and maybe just a video on Silent Hill 2 in general, because this video was very short when it comes to breaking down Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill in general and what the franchise really is about. But I just wanted to make this video about the movie before it comes out, and then again when it does come out and when I watch it, I'll make a video then and kind of add on to my thoughts and give you my final thoughts. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you for watching, and I love you all.